So, I wasn't gonna do a video today, but I'm gonna do a video while I play Gran Turismo 5, so forgive me for not looking at you most of the time. Uh, buddy of mine, I put up a status asking what I should talk about today, because I really have nothing other than to tell you to go see The Hobbit, because it was awesome. Me and my dad saw it Sunday while we were waiting for the Patriots game, which wasn't worth waiting for. The game kind of sucked. But, yeah, Hobbit was pretty good, so go see that. And, so I put up a status today asking what I should talk about. My friend told me I should, discuss the current status of the video game industry, like as it stands right now, as of, recording this. And there isn't really much to talk about. All the major, game developers have found their niche of what sells. I mean, look at, Call of Duty. It's basically the same game every time, just with updated maps and updated mechanics. The same thing with Halo. Halo is pretty much the same every time too. You just do different stuff in it. It's repetitive. If you look at the Assassin's Creed series, other than Assassin's Creed 1, they're all the same game. I haven't played 3 yet, so I'm not exactly sure. I hear that there's a lot of new stuff, new challenges in it, but you're still going around doing the same thing. If you look at the Battlefield games are all the same. Nothing changes. Gran Turismo, what I'm playing right now, it's the same game. It's new cars and new tracks and updated graphics. That's all they do. They just update it. I guess the only thing we have to really look forward to is indie games. If you look at Minecraft was an independently developed computer game that was made by like 10 people. Damn it. And then once it got big, people went nuts for it. There's like 4 million actual purchase versions of it for the PC, I think, or the Xbox, whichever. It's huge on whatever system you play it on. But there isn't really any major game developers or game producers that are putting out completely original content. They just rebooted Tomb Raider again, which didn't need to be done. It looks awesome. The graphics look incredible, and I'm looking forward to solving more puzzles and killing animals and stuff, but, you know, same stuff as before. Yeah, that's really... Screw this. I'm getting so screwed up here. There isn't really, any major changes to video games these days. I mean, if you look at, Mario's been the same game since like 1997. The new Super Mario Bros. That came out with the Wii is the exact same game as New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. Just different control mechanics to accommodate new hardware. That's all. All we have to look forward to is indie games, pretty much. Not that the major games like Halo and Assassin's Creed aren't awesome. They're wicked fun to play, obviously. People buy the hell out of them. But they're not original. If you look at the Slender games that came out over the summer, I guess late spring, early summer, I don't know when the first map came out, but there was one map. And now there's like 8 or 9 because people loved it, because it was awesome. if you look at Amnesia, which is another indie game, I think it's made by the same guy. People went in and made custom maps and custom whole games out of that game's engine, which is amazing. It's like Half-Life 2, and people went in and made completely different games just using that game's mechanics, using their coding, going in and saying, hey, what if you do this, or what if you're in this type of environment. Major game companies aren't doing that. They're not thinking like the consumer. They're thinking, how can we continue to make money? They're not trying new things. They're not coming up with original ideas. They're just sticking with their niche of whatever style game they have, like Halo or Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty or Gran Turismo or Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be pretty much the same game. Just run around beating up hookers. That's all. That's all the games ever are. You just run around and beat the shit out of people, and then run from the police. Or shoot the police. Or be the police in some cases. The Need for Speed games are all the same. But then I just bought Fish Listening to Radio, which is an indie game on the Xbox Arcade, and it's completely different from anything I've ever played. You play as a little fish, you swim around, and everything's like black and white, and it's all sketched out, and there's a radio underwater that like plays music, and then there's hooks that come down, one of them's on them. Sorry to use both hands here. There's hooks that come down, worms on them, and the more worms you eat, the more color comes into the world, and it's awesome. Things like that are what we have to look forward to in the future. If you can make a game either completely on your own, make something completely original like Fish Listening to Radio, or if you use the Half-Life 2 engine and go in to make a game using that, then you're the future of the video game industry. It's not the people that are already making huge titles like Halo, because they're making the same game over and over. Or I don't know. It's easy to compare the video game industry to Hollywood these days, because Hollywood is just cranking out the same old crap over and over, and all they're doing is remaking shit. Stuff that doesn't need to be remade. Total Recall did not need to have a remake. Total Recall was fine the way it was. Not saying that the new one's bad. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. But it didn't need to be done. I would have been much happier with a completely original story. Not one that's been done before. And I feel that way with video games these days. I'm not gonna buy them. I'm gonna play them. They're fun, but they're not new. That's what we need. We need new. So, go see The Hobbit, and then go home and make your own video game. Right now. Go do that. So, bye-bye.